5 years later, one person seems to be moving forward, more focused, more stable, more disciplined, more confident, more in control. The other person? They feel like they should be further in life, but somehow they're not. And what's surprising is this. Sometimes the difference is not talent, not intelligence, not luck. Sometimes it's what you normalize every week. In part 1, we talked about how repeated choices quietly shape your future. Now let's go deeper. Because once your focus becomes weaker, everything else can start to shift too. Your career, your money, your appearance, your confidence, your relationships. And over time, small habits can create very different lives. Let's start with career and money. The person who chooses a sober lifestyle often has one major advantage. They recover faster. Mentally, emotionally, physically. That means they can show up more often at a higher level. Better mornings, more reliable performance, more consistent effort, clearer long-term thinking. And in real life, consistency beats random motivation almost every time. The other person may still be talented, still smart, still capable. But when your energy keeps getting interrupted, your progress gets interrupted too. You delay important work. You avoid difficult conversations. You lose momentum on weekends. You restart routines that should have been compounding. And over time, that becomes expensive. Not just financially, but mentally, emotionally, and in missed opportunities. Now let's talk about something people notice, even when they don't say it out loud. Appearance. Because lifestyle eventually shows up on the face, on the eyes, on the skin, on the posture, on the energy. The person who protects their body often starts looking younger than their age, more rested, more alive, more clear. Better sleep, better recovery, better hydration, better workouts. And when those things repeat for years, it becomes visible. Meanwhile, the person who keeps choosing temporary relief may start to feel the opposite. More tired, more inflamed, less recovered, less energized. Not overnight, not dramatically, but slowly enough that it can feel normal. And this leads to something even deeper. Confidence. Real confidence is not built by hype. It's built by evidence. When you say no to what weakens you, again and again, you start to trust yourself. You begin to feel stronger inside, more solid, more grounded, more in control of your own life. And that kind of confidence is powerful, because it doesn't come from other people. It comes from your own choices. But when you keep choosing what gives quick relief, even when you know it makes you weaker, you quietly damage self-trust. And once self-trust gets weaker, everything feels harder. Goals feel less real. Promises to yourself feel less powerful. Motivation becomes unstable. Because deep down, you stop fully believing yourself. Now let's talk about relationships, because what you repeatedly choose doesn't just affect you. It affects the atmosphere around you, your energy, your mood, your patience, your presence. And presence is everything in real relationships. People don't just need your words, they need your attention, your calmness, your stability, your emotional availability. The stronger version of you is usually the more present version of you, and that version is easier to build when you stop depending on temporary escape. This is why many people who stop drinking don't just feel different, they start becoming different. Sharper, calmer, more consistent, more attractive, more focused, more trustworthy to themselves. And over time, that changes everything. So if you've been wondering whether reducing alcohol or removing it completely could change your life, the answer is simple. Yes. Not because one decision magically transforms everything, but because one better decision, repeated enough times, creates a stronger identity. And a stronger identity creates a stronger future. You do not need another excuse to stay stuck. You do not need another weekend that resets your progress. You do not need another habit that takes more than it gives. You need clarity, energy, momentum, self-respect. And sometimes, the strongest thing you can do is stop normalizing what weakens you. In Part 3, we go deeper than success, because the biggest loss is not always what a habit takes from your life. Sometimes, it's the version of you that never fully gets a chance to exist. And Part 3 is where everything becomes personal.